the South of Met Top. But we're raving into game 3, live from YouTube, live from Twitch. My name is Severio, casting alongside with Creatives, and we're gonna see fights between Mike and Pace, possibly because Mike finds purple armor as his Tipping Ying. This is this is tough. And it's going to be a purple weapon for Pace. This is going to even out. Parry from Pace. Immediate off the rip. Looks for the R&B. Tries to go for the stagger. Has his F ability come out here. A really long hold check coming out from the dagger as the whole horizontal comes out. And another one. Into a free soul break. Mike looks for the 1-2 there. He gets a clink off. No soul break again. Clinks for the second time. Looks for the R&B. Gets Pace down. Looks for the uppercut extension off this end. Jump LMB to the jump LMB. The pillar. The one support beam to the grief him off this end of jump LMB. Is it going to happen to Mike too? He looks to try to go for the crouch LMB after the F1 cast. And he catches Pace with those R&Bs, and Mike gets that purple longsword now to his position and has a soul bloom now onto back to Spider and Shaw. We're looking to this fight south off of this end. We're gonna see Spider looking towards this R&B as Shaw releases the uppercut. It's like a rinse and repeat. We're seeing Shaw mimic towards what we saw with Mike earlier, and then you can see Spider tries to bait out to a double blue focus hit to try to go for a neutral uppercut, but it didn't happen. Spider gets outside the building. He's ringing around the Rosie. He's looking to try to find some heals off because he's trying to get himself to space apart for 2.7 seconds to get a 1 heal, right? Or maybe even 2, because it looks like GG Shaw is looking to reset here. Purple Nunnies off this point for Spider is a good DPS increase that he's getting off the rip, and blue armor's on standby there as well. And we're going to look back over to this into the dunes while Joy Shi is actually in Mike's gaze. Somehow Mike decided to go ahead and go in south and finds Joy Shi here. We're going to see this engagement, and creators, I mean, this is a spot where a lot of boxes are available for gold, and players can take utilization of that and just trying to buy out gear like purple weapons off the rip.
Yes, Mike and Juchi going at it right now. Taping V, Justina. We have a Tessa in the backside with a nice ult there. Mike is going to get enchanted. I believe there's 2 tethers on it. Mike is going to get enchanted. Juchi as well. It's T225. Does not manage to get the damage. And he goes inside the pot. And look at him there just chilling, getting a...
On the pot, man.
Bang!
Hello, friends.
In the head. You got to be careful. Still laying down some bow shot. You got to try to just go to the craftsman shop there. He is going to get punished for it. Just stuck, laying down some hits, and everybody's just trying to get some damage done to Juchi. Look at him just rolling around. They're just... What is going on right now? T225 as well, trying to lay down some shots. Both players trying to lay down some hits. 1, 2, 3 here for Juchi. He's stuck. And look at him just trying to stay up. T225 laying down some bow shots. 2 shots connect. Juchi does get a little reset in. Every R&B. Look at T225. Uppercuts there for Juchi. He does manage to get out. T225 now applying the pressure. I don't know what is happening right now. I don't know what was happening. Juchi now is going to force the bot. There's Justina ultimate does manage to back out now. Oh, UG's Mike. We're back. We're back, guys. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back to the scrap ball. I don't know what just happened. This man wanted some time. He's trying to chill in the jacuzzi. He was just vibing. Juchi. Now, the pressure was not applied there from T225 after that. Like, he goes into another one, and Mike is like, what are you doing? This is some sort of strat. He can't even get any bow shot in there. I don't know. I don't know what is happening right now. This is some new form of tech. Hide in the pot and you'll be fine. You cannot get hit by range. Oh, here it is. Now the chase is on. Common armor swap there for Juchi. T225 as well, trying to apply the pressure. Mike and Spider, both players here in this area. Juchi does manage to create some space. T225 looks like he was going to aggress there on by Spider. Mike now looks like he is going to look to try to drop down. Army focus does not connect in the backside. Juchi forced to pop this ab. T225 now creating some space. Mike has his eyes on the Justina. It's like the scare rush. He is going to avoid that. Gets clipped out the last frames there from that 1.0 from the Halberd. Spider now moving on in. Purple nunchucks once again for Spider. And we've seen him now. Spider, oh, heavy step from action. That's 2. RB focus. PSC still alive. F called in for the Zaping action. Nearly picks up the elimination off the heaven step. B3 beacon called in. RB jump LB follow up off the B3 beacon. PST now trying to stay up. Overholds. F called in. Stay safe. Not take the damage. Action now. Let's take a quick reset in. And Severio, I don't know what I just saw. I'm
still losing my mind over the pot, bro. having Reishi really show the pros how it's done. Take no damage. It's like a trap card coming out from Yu-Gi-Oh. Kind of coming off at this end. We are gonna see Exen versus Parry. Exen versus Parry because he gets parried by Pace, and Pace looks sort of this R&B. Another parry, double parry in quick succession.
No,
this puts Exen out for this round. Yeah, double elimination from Pace, or first elimination for Pace, but double death for Exen here as he kind of looks towards this round. This is interesting for Exton. Let's look at this interview.
然后导致就是我一边打，然后一边还得想着就是牙痛嘛。这一周他没有那么疼了，所以就是发挥一个就是应有的水平嘛。我觉得上周的表现骂我是应该的，就鞭策我嘛。我觉得这个我能理解，我也不会去反驳什么的。但是我觉得这周我是会发挥出我自己的水平的。心情就是比较正常的心情嘛。 但是目标的话，就是我要把那个上周的那个我的答辩给它捡回来。
Yeah, there's a lot coming into the factors there for X in there in the middle of all that chaos. Spider in elimination coming through here as Mike is actually trying to go for the pressure off this Farrier Shadow. We're going to talk about the interview in just a second, but I'm wanting to take a look and see what Spider's going to do here because Mike has been able to put the pressure here for Spider to actually utilize his ultimate here. Nunchucks versus longsword. I gotta be careful about seeing whether or not Spider wants to try to keep his position off of this end. He has 2 eliminations. He's looking for Romy Yang. He's got common armor though, right? So if he enters common armor, that's where it's like no ultimate as well. Like he's at 50%, understood. But the problem is he's gonna have to find that soul bloom to pick up most likely. Maybe he's looking for gear. Unless Mike wants to pick it up. I mean, this is an insurance policy for either one of them. Yeah. Yep. Yoink, yoink.
Look at him.
Let me just go ahead and take that off your hands. Thank you very much.
Mike really just played the goblin game there for him, and that's kind of tough for Spider because Spider now is like, well, I guess I can't run to Romy Yang now, so we're backing off. And Mike enters this Romy Yang, even though he may not have an insurance policy at this point, he did get that first elimination early on, and we might see him going back to that body towards the Moonfall Pass, but he's up against Wang Yang. Initiation for the first clink. Second clink doesn't happen here. Guesses LB goes for the R&B instead, but then it gets parried. As a result, we're going to see a mad lad parry energy coming out here from Wang Yang. He's going to go ahead and try to burn out through this ultimate cast if it comes out and see if Mike is going to do it, but looks like Mike's going to release his R&Bs back-to-back. He has a 1-2-3 position in his hand to go for horizontal. We can see these players going for those crouches, avoiding it, and there's going to be an uppercut right there. Carousel right there for the R&B, blue focus release. Mike looking for the opportunity to ult here. Has his F1 up in just a couple of seconds here, but he keeps his carousel going for the 1-2s, and he's looking to try to see about Wang Liang's ultimate. Has himself to use F and ability as the F2 comes out here. Parry again from Wang Liang. Mike just can't catch a break. Throwing these blue focuses, kicks him in the face. So take these toes. And of course, we're going to see Mike going for this horizontal here. There's going to be a release from Wang Liang. Another chance here for Wang Liang to get an avoidance off the horizontal as Mike goes for the crouch. And there's Mike going for the carousel. This is going to be a close fight between both of these pings since both of them use their ultimates early on to this fight. And we're going to see there's another carousel, another long sword setup, another chance for him, for Mike, to look for the jump LB. For the jump LB, goes for the R&B, but the F2 is already up for the inspiration shield as Wang Liang looks for the scare rush off of this pillar. Both of these guys connects. It looks like Mike's going to get the priority list and gets the kill elimination like that. Wang's like, no, run it back.
So right there we see one of the cons from the longsword there. Once you see that animation that's a horizontal and not a vertical. Oh, hold on. We'll talk about that in a second. Fong. Gold fan against XXY. Purple dagger in hand. Faraby's a ping. Fong already has another player showing up. Roshishi trying to apply the pressure onto XXY. XXY trying to run into Plume Castle to be able to get that movement game for himself. 3 minutes and 20 for Roshishi. Try to pick up a Soul Bloom. Has that Yang depletion timer on his back. So he's going to try to get this elimination here to stay inside this game number 3 in zone. XXY and Roshishi. Scale Rush is now grapple LMB does connect. F called in here for the Justina. Is going to be able to still continue to chase off XXY, and Fong are already waiting on it. Look at the timing there from Fong, or the positioning there from Fong, just waiting on this, and the pressure is still on XXY. Ultimate now invested for Roshishi. Klink's coming in the backside, I believe. Roshishi still not able to find anything for himself, looking for that player XXY in the backside. Roshishi does manage to scout now. V2 connects. RB focus does connect as well. Gets the Soul Bloom, stays inside this game number 3. Now Fong gets Roshishi this time around. One more dash here for Roshishi on the Justina dash. Is going to be able to save this, I believe. Yep, cancels the old 58% save. Fong now is going to take a quick reset in. It looks like Fong might be trying to move on in. T225 against GG Shaw. T225 is going to fall to that goal poster. It has never really his burst might, so he is safe to get a resurrection in. And going back to that longsword discussion, you see a little bit of a con there from the longsword. You can see that animation of a horizontal charge up, and we saw it time and time again there in that Yang, that these players are just going to crouch under that. I mean, it's very predictable. You do get punished for it if that player decides to crouch cancel into, I don't know, a vertical catch or even an uppercut or whatever the case can be. It is punishable, but that's just one of the cons from the longsword. But still seeing it being played out on the Pro League, and this year I'm seeing it being played out a lot more than it was being played out last year. Like, look at Wang Liang, purple longsword already in hand. It's going to be playing out this weapon. It did get nerfed. It had a crazy, if you guys are not aware, if you guys are coming into the game a little bit later, it had a crazy infinite, and it was very easy to do. You could just keep chaining the grapples over and over and over again. And now we see the standard of it just being one uppercut into a jump LB times 2. I believe it was action. I think it was action. Yes, action was 2-on-1ing off of that grapple bump to get a focus off. So you're still able to get the second focus off if you 2-on-1 it. And I think we saw action as well go for the 2-on-1 to catch the carousel off of it. So there is some tech to get extra damage in, but the standard that we see off the longsword is that aerial LB times 2 for that weapon. Now once again, pace and action with longswords in hand. Mike, the backside, I saw a gold weapon. That's nunchucks in hand for Mike again for game number 3. He did have a pair for game number 2. Zapings are out right now. 3 Zapings in this area for Mike, Wang Liang, and pace. Scare Rushes does catch, falls down, doesn't get the extra damage in from that Scare Rush. Second Roman Yang starting to form in now. Mike now is going to get hit off of this R&B focus there with that dodge. And he is going to get chased down by Wang Liang now. Mike now creating some space. R&B focus does not connect there. Weaves that R&B focus. That's nice timing there. Pop comes out. That's a clink off the focuses. Wang Liang now still applying the pressure. And look at the movement they're going through the window. Beautiful plays there from Wang Liang. OUD's Mike. He's so clean. Look at him. He's just out of there. And every movement he does is calculated, and you see him F called in. I believe in the first scrap off too. Oh no, it was the first realm. He had a beautiful F to stay up. Oh, 1, 2, 3 connect. You don't see those games flowing out. Pretty much
those, bro.
Yeah. Oh, a big R&B in the back from Pace. A second one as well to Mike. Armor swap there from Mike. Big Baron from Pace onto Mike. That's gonna be a lot of damage. 1, 2, Wang Liang charging up. Does not get it onto Mike. He does manage to get out off popping that ultimate, and Pace still applying the pressure onto Mike. Wang Liang is what trying to look for that opening. It's just a matter of time they'll be able to catch him, but it is going to be kind of difficult. And look, he is out of there already. Still creating that space. Pace still trying to catch up as well. Looks like he's going to be changing his attention onto Wang Liang. Wang Liang now against Pace this time around. There he gets the information. It's not the Zapine he was looking for right now. He's going to crouch it. There it is. LMB power off of it. Beautiful plays there. LMB, R&B on the ground for the extra damage. And he's going to die to that Yang depletion. And there it is once again. The crouch under those horizontal Severio. I mean, what can you do about that?
Bro, you know, it's crazy you mentioned that too, because not only the longsword, ironically enough, the fan also suffers the same fate. We actually saw T225 versus Afrosophists into day 1. As a matter of fact, since we're in the Romy Yang, where they were crouching and canceling, horizontally canceling by just crouching back and forth, and that's just one of those weapons that have that that flaw. But it's such a great movement type of weapon. So you're gonna see Mike here with the common armor here rushing out from that fight between T225 and Pace, or from Wang Liang and Pace. But it looks like this common armor is gonna give Mike a little bit of trouble here. The uppercut's not confirmed because the damage was not enough. As T225 is now up against a V1 Siping Ying. But of course, you're gonna see T225 try to commit towards his R&B. It's gonna be one hit, pistol shot to confirm the kill. T225 clean with it. Look at that man. He's happy, bro. He's like, all right, pull my glasses up. You thought I was at my weakest. I'm like, what the anime protagonist out here, man? He's got himself now a gold great sword, so he might be looking to try to use the great sword, turn into the pole sword, possibly. I'd seen the great sword with the long sword be better option than the pole sword, because you got to be swifty with the pole sword when you're swapping off for the long sword, because your directional shift dodge when you're trying to go for that swap, it just throws you out of whack. Unless you look behind you, do a 180, do a hard flip, and then the heel flip 360, just trying to get a grind is okay. None of the skateboard references, but more importantly, when you're going to see about the great sword's usage, it's very rare compared to how well the versatility of a pole sword is. It's just that one caveat where it comes into play, where the swaps are a lot easier for the great sword off that end. Now Spider, he's getting chased out into the Pinnacle Town. He's getting focused on between 2 different players. Fong is hitting those pistol shots. We see that. But he's also up. He's up against what seems to be Roishishi here. And as this flying kick, yo!
I didn't catch that.
DRG Fong got that flying kick, which could have caused Spider no way of using a skill for that silence to actually come through here. And as Spider goes to the heal in this building, this is all he can do here. And as Spider comes out of mech form, who's going to be wanting to focus this out? R&B gets out to the mech form. We're going to see a double R&B focus coming through, but it looks like it's going to be up to Roishishi to get priority list off of that end. We're going to see Spider try to scare rush up to the rooftop and to the second floor, and he's going to go ahead and just step around the buildings and keep scare rushing over and over and over and over and over, while Roishishi is right there behind. And as it comes out here, Spider's just trying to look for an armor swap, honestly. I mean, he could find one when he gets to the second floor here, but he's going to take the time to kill Noise. It's quite on the point. Obviously, right now, Roy Shishi might be looking to try to heal, try to appease towards someone to try to find him, right? So that way he can take a fight. He's got V2 Justina. He's got 19 grapples. He can chase this out. He forces the F1 from Spider here. He also has to go up against a White Tiger's Prowess wielder coming out from this end from TT25, who has now just arrived. And as it comes out here, we do have Akame to make his moves into arriving here with that Mystic Might. So he's got vision across everybody into the next 2 minutes. And while this comes out here, Spider is still getting focused on, no matter the cost, 2 eliminations this round for Spider. He needs to try to stay alive for just a little bit more, find a purple armor off of a dead body if it comes down to it, but he can't be focused here. The mission is to survive. Objective, survive. And for Spider right now, he's got 2 to 3 ratio for his healing berries to healing berry to armor powder ratio, so he's not looking too good on supply count so far. So if they keep the pressure on, as you can see, he's getting focused on to 2 to 1, and of course now 3 to 1, a Tesla ultimate of a wild Haymaker, a Tesla ultimate, man. That's crazy. And it was from TT25, who can actually catch him if he's fast enough, but this wall might grief him. As you can see, Akame getting the RB with the fan here, Spider getting caught out here, and might be getting caught into elimination with the army with the pulse. We're not going to happen, but it looks like it's going to be a kill from TT25 with a pistol shot, and it staggers everybody in the vicinity with a WTP buff. And with TT25 picking up his 4th elimination here, CA, it might be a chance here for TT25 to make a pop-off game for MVP this round.
Already trying to charge up for a scale rush off that gold poster, and it's going to be a lot of damage if he does manage to find one. I see the Tuna coming to play for Fong on the bottom side. It's a matter of time. Zone 3. This game is coming out a lot more quicker. Only 7 players remaining already. When we said that Zone 3 Ballista, I hear in the top side somebody running that Ballista. That's GG Shaw on the Ballista. Pace eats up 1 missile there. The second one just gets the damage. I believe not the knockback. Akame backside. GG Shaw trying to find any damage with this Ballista. Gonna be a nuisance to everybody is in this area. That burn tick does connect there. Another one as well. Has the repair kits for it. He is going to get some damage in. Roshishi on the purple dual blades. Now Fong applying the pressure in the zone. Needs to be careful. Has that ultimate if he needs it. Lots of players here in this area right now. So that pressure is going to be applied on the top side. I think that was Dragon's War I heard on the top side. We do have some nunnies with Dragon's War. Could be Pace with the gold nunchucks. Akame now very low. To be real careful. Pistol shots flying on in. And I love that we're seeing that first person POV now in the realm.
I love it.
Yeah, I love seeing that. I love seeing that. We have the Obiru right now. Akame drops very low still on the Shayo, the lone Shayo. There it is. Dragon's Roar for Pace. Has that ultimate out. It's going to weave it. Still has that mark on to Pace. It's going to get the damage. It's a pink ultimate invested there for Pace. Akame now trying to stay up. We have another player falling. It's going to be Pace. He's going to be punished for it. Roshishi's going to pick the elimination on Akame. And that's 2 players down and only 5 remain. And Mike got clinched somewhere. That's what I was looking at earlier. R&B catch there onto Fong. Roshishi still trying to play the pressure. That dead rounds? Nope. Just animation. Another animation. Roshishi trying to stay up. Oh, it's from the Ballista. GG Shaw still playing aim labs here. Just make sure you're trying to get some shots in. Roshishi still in the backside of that rock. GG Shaw has this whole area controlled with this Ballista. Looks like he is going to just back up now. Roshishi is going to be able to start moving on in, rotating in. Zone 3 fully closed now. Only 5 players remain. GG Shaw with 3 eliminations. OUG's Mike with 2. Roshishi with 2 and Fong with 3. T225 with 4 right now currently. Pace gets out with 2. Akame as well. Spider falls with 2. Kills are going all over the place right now. Not one player fully stacked. And there we go, guys. If you guys are interested in having the numbers for the Star Collection, now they're showing them. Yeah. That is sick. That is sick, actually. They're showing the Star Collection numbers for anybody trying to roll. If you guys have the skins. Now, I don't have any skins. I don't have any Star Collection skins. Severio came in here and said, I got that Justina. That's mine.
The power of Star Collection, right? But the thing is it for the extremes, especially coming out here from TG5 to have that, it's good to see their what the stars are, because I like the color selection. Let me try to match that.
Exactly.
And it kind of comes out to help those players who let me just roll into scene about my spectral silk. Oh, it's gone. So spectral silk is gone.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Another thing that comes out here is that GG Shaw was wielding that Ballista for such a long time. If he gets an MVP, we're going to see Ballista to be the most damaging onto his end,
for sure.
And he's just going to have, He burned all his repair chests due to that ballista. It was good pressure though, and actually forced out DRG Fong to actually get elimination off this end. But we're gonna see a dragon like Might being revealed out here from Roishishi, who almost sneaky GG shot from that backline, and as he is getting pressured by 2 other players, Fong and Mike looking to try to just focus this one out. TT25 into the corner right here. Remember, it's a Tesla, right? So he can look towards and trying to capture out a Tesla ultimate against the Fairy Shen to deny her cannon mode if it comes out to work against his favor. Now, as GG shot, come on, bro. Melissa coming out from TT25 here. He's got 1 repair chest. He might be looking to try to use it. No, he's going to be saving it down for his pistol when he gets into mobile form, away from this zone closing in anyways. So as GG shot kind of works with 3 eliminations here into mech form, gets a bell, gets priority list. We are going to see Mike here with his Valiant Challenger, though, so he's going to have full vision off of players in the vicinity if they try to reach around through the gym armory and just trying to make sure they're catching it. Nice striking like Mike, confirmation. Nice R&B release to get himself closer to GG Shaw, as it kind of puts GG Shaw in a scare rush position to try to look towards the top of this point. And Mike has blue dual halberds. It may not do a lot of damage, but in this game, it's all about control, and another blister shot coming out from the sideline, and as control comes out, you're gonna see control off of Mike as he loses all his armor from Roishishi. And it looks like the TT25 wants to prioritize the Zipping Ying. It's for good reason, right? Because even though Mike is just using Dragon like Mike here, he's just burning time for himself to get himself an F1. He's taking pelt shots from that pistol. And as Mike looks to try to find the time to heal here, he doesn't want to use V1 unless it's an absolute breaking case of emergency here. And there's going to be an F1 cast. He looks to try to ring around the clockwise on the circle as the ridge is giving him enough scale rush position. And there's the Moonbane. And he can't really go down the center right now unless he wants to risk the biscuit, right? But that Moonbane can grief him completely if he decides to go for it. He finds time to heal, thankfully, for himself to find some some supplies here and there. GG Shaw has common armor. I think he got Moonbane blasted. I think he actually got struck while this time was happening, and Fang is looking to try to prioritize. He's going into the thick of things. Oh my god. He's surfing. Cowabunga, dude. He's going to have himself to heal up here as GG Shaw kind of goes around the corner. If no one spots him, this is a good chance for him to reset. But the only problem is his sustain game. He's only got the common armor. Fong is right behind him. Maybe he doesn't see him. Maybe he does. He's going to go for the pistol shot to initiate the combat and just goes towards him, tries to go for a grapple stagger. But like you said, the dagger fan, one of the top, that's what, oh my god, wait, very clean. F1. Imagine, right? Imagine this Moonbane causing, I'm going to cast a curse this. Imagine Moonbane positions right here. Kicks to the face for a musket shots. GG Shaw really just trying to go ahead and try to move onto Fang with his neutral blue focuses. And there's Fang. Moonbane number 1, 6 seconds. Goes ahead and resets, and my goodness gracious, this is a Moonbane and a half game, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, imagine that nunchuck that nunchuck parry into the kick into a Bane. That would have been disgusting. Yeah,
a max 70mm film.
Mike's still in the mix though. He's gonna get caught up here by Roishishi. Stab, Merciless, Havoc in the back end there from TT25. Blue staff in hand. The damage is there though. All that gold armor gone. One perk of that Dragon Light might Jade. Once again, TT25. Another Merciless there onto Fawn this time around. But the perk from that Dragon Light, I mean, we saw it from Mike. He's able to stay mobile and just repeatedly going. Nearly catches him. Enchantment called up there onto 2 players. TT25 trying to stay up. Gold Portal swapped here for TT25. Enchantment onto Mike is going to get staggered. What's the capitalization off of that? No one focuses Mike, but it looks like TT25 is going to fall off of this. Now 3 players remain. OUG's Mike, DRG Fong, and BBE Roishishi. It looks like Fong's going to go ahead and choose Roishishi off the mix. And be proud, falls down the cliff, does not get the full capitalizations off of it. Does get caught up at the uppercut. Roishishi trying to stay up. Storm Stride as well in the mix. Not sure from who. He is trying to stay up. Big parry there from Roishishi onto Mike. Picks up the gold Hong sword off of his body, or off the drop off of that parry. And Mike still trying to apply the pressure. Fong as well. Dragon Light still putting up a lot of damage and pressure. Roishishi is going to be forced to pop the Justina ultimate. Going to weave that first dash. Overhold connects the damage, and ultimate now invested for Mike. Second dash misses as well. Roishishi now might be in big trouble. No more dashes off this V2. So a straight movement game, trying to find a reset, but both of these players are hounding him. Big parry there from Fong. The damage is not coming to play. The Storm Stride, I believe, griefs it, and there goes the Dragon Light, putting up the damage there, and Roishishi's gonna fall. Mike now against Fong, our last 1v1. Fong with a massive parry. Storm Stride griefs again. It's Fong with it. He is not going to get the damage off of this, and Mike It's gonna go ahead and send him inside the storm with the Jade into the follow-up. Oh, aerial LMB goes for it. Does not get the full damage. Trying to stay up. It's gonna weave the R&B focus. Gets parried the second time around once again. Just letting them fly. Pulsar now out for Mike. Fan Gus into the 1, 2, 3 follow-up there for Fong. Makes it look easy with a gold fan. And Fong is going to be, I believe, our MVP for game number 3.